Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Jones last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw Dobbs. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Dobbs. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman able to get him for a loss of about 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Dobbs. The toss here completed to Pittman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These 2 teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Dobbs is throwing. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Here's a give to Jones running left. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Joshua Dobbs. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run on first down. It's Shepard, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Dobbs throw hauled in by QT here.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Dobbs. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that. Now a hit and a loose football.
That's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, Shepard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
On 2nd down now, it's Shepard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 33. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Dobbs to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Chris Jones now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They'll run on first down. Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second and a couple, Dobbs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Dobbs. Throw left side taken in by Pittman.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Dobbs. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Now Dobbs. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Daron Payne in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. This one swung out here to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jalen Johnson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Jones. And
And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Looking to throw. Dobbs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now a give right side. Shepard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got him in, complete. 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Anthony Schwartz.
95 yards, and the Bears add on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, it's Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Dobbs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Dobbs.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Dobbs. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Dobbs. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he's he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Spencer. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Shepard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He finds his man complete. It's Spencer. Touchdown, Chicago! Big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Dobbs fighting through. Into the secondary past the 40. And all the way up to the 46.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
2nd and 12. On the delay, Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And that is
knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he says...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at their... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Back to throw. Dobbs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different